My name is Leo. Today, I go to the supermarket with my mom. I feel okay, but also a little curious. My sister Emma is at home. She is quiet today. She does not smile much, and I do not know why. My mom says, "We need food for dinner." So we take our bags and go to the supermarket. The supermarket is bright. It is a little cold inside. There are many people. There are many shelves. There are many things to buy. My mom has a shopping list in her hand. I walk next to her. I look at the list. We need tomatoes, carrots, rice, milk, eggs, bread, and chicken. We also need apples and orange juice, my mom says. First, let's get the vegetables. So we go to the vegetable section. I see tomatoes, I see potatoes, I see onions, I see carrots. I take a bag and put in some carrots. Then I take 4 tomatoes. My mom smiles and says, "Very good, I feel happy." Then we need rice. We walk to another aisle. I look left, I look right. I do not see the rice. There is pasta, there is oil, there is soup, but no rice. I say, "Mom, where is the rice?" She looks around, but she does not see it too. Then she says, "Let's ask for help." So I walk to a supermarket worker. I feel a little shy, but I try. I say, "Excuse me, where is the rice?" The worker smiles. He says, "Aisle 6. I say, "Thank you." I go back to my mom. I say, "It is in aisle 6. My mom says, "Good job, Leo." After that, we go to aisle 6. And yes, the rice is there. A big bag of rice is on the shelf. My mom puts it in the cart. Then we need milk and eggs. So we go to the cold section. I open the fridge door. It is very cold. I take the milk. My mom takes the eggs. She holds them carefully. Then we go to the bread section. The bread smells very nice, warm and soft. I want sweet bread. But my mom says, "Not today." So we get 1 loaf of bread for dinner. After that, we go to the fruit section. I choose red apples, 1 apple, 2 apples, 3 apples, 4 apples. Then my mom picks up orange juice. The cart is almost full now. But my mom says, "One more thing. We need chicken for dinner." So we go to the meat section. Then suddenly, my mom looks at her phone. She is quiet for 1 second. I look at her face. I ask, "Mom, what happened?" She says, "Your teacher sent a message. Emma had a hard day at school." I blink. "A hard day?" I ask. My mom nods. "She is okay," Mom says, "but she is sad today. Now I understand a little more. That is why Emma was quiet. That is why she did not smile." I walk slowly next to the cart. I think about my sister. Then I say, "Can we buy her something small?" My mom looks at me. She smiles softly. "Yes," she says, "we can." So we go back to the fruit section. Emma likes bananas. She also likes strawberry yogurt. We get both. It is something small. But it is for her. And that feels good. After that, we go to the checkout. There are 2 lines. 1 line is long, 1 line is short. We choose the short line. We wait quietly. I look at the candy near the checkout. There is chocolate, there are cookies, there are mints, but we do not buy candy. Then it is our turn. The cashier says, "Hello." My mom says, "Hello." I help put the food on the counter. Tomatoes, carrots, rice, milk, eggs, bread, chicken, apples, orange juice, bananas, yogurt. Beep, beep, beep. I like that sound. The cashier scans each item. Then my mom pays at the checkout. She uses her card. The machine makes a small sound. Then the cashier gives us the receipt. My mom says, "Thank you." I say, "Thank you." Then we put the food in bags and go home. At home, the kitchen smells warm. My mom cooks dinner. I wash the apples. I put the bananas and yogurt on the table for Emma. My sister comes to the kitchen slowly. She looks tired. Her eyes are a little red. I look at her and say, "Hi, Emma." She says hi. Her voice is soft. We sit down at the table. There is rice, chicken, and vegetables. There is bread, too. We start to eat. For a minute, nobody says much. Then my mom says, "Emma, are you okay?" Emma looks at her plate. Then suddenly, tears come to her eyes. She starts to cry. Very quietly. Not loud, just soft crying. I stop eating. I look at her. I feel sad, too. Mom puts a hand on Emma's arm. Emma says, "Today was bad. I gave the wrong answer in class. Some kids laughed. I felt so bad. Now everything is clear." She is not crying because of dinner. She is crying because she had a hard day. Because she felt alone, not because she felt embarrassed. Mom speaks softly. "It's okay," she says. "Everyone makes mistakes." I say, "Yes, everyone." Emma looks at me. Then I push the bananas and yogurt a little closer to her. I say, "We got these for you." She looks surprised. "For me?" she asks. I nod. "Yes, for you." She wipes her eyes, then she gives a small smile. A very small smile, but it is real. After that, dinner feels different. Still quiet, but warm, not heavy, not cold. Emma eats a little more. Then she drinks some water. Then she looks at me and says, "Thank you." I say, "You're welcome." At the end of dinner, Emma is calm. She is still tired, but she is not alone. And I understand something simple. Sometimes people cry at dinner because the day was too hard. Sometimes they do not need big words. Sometimes they just need food. A kind face, a small gift, and family near them. Tonight, my sister cried at dinner, but tonight, she smiled too, and tomorrow can be better.